Hello, I'm just on your website. Do you still have those, You do? Well, that's fantastic.
Alrighty, I mean, we're back here in this space. Same old, same old. Used lights this time. It's been pretty spick and span, in fact. So one thing that I've really hated throughout this process of selling all my kit and changing system is the fact that, well, my needs have changed drastically. I used to need a wide angle, a mid-range sort of zoom lens that was relatively fast, so f2 or f28, and a good telephoto lens, back when I did real estate and interviews. But as I mentioned in my previous video, I no longer need this vast personal kit. I just need what I want to use for personal use. So this has led me down a rabbit hole of working out what I'd like to have for my personal kits, spending majority of mornings on my laptop looking at different lens reviews from different people. And don't get me wrong, I love the lens I'm filming on right now, the 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens, which is like beyond a kit lens. It's perfect for anyone starting in the Fuji lineup. However, I'm really keen on getting my hands on some primes, not just because they're gorgeous and the Fuji primes have so much character, but also because they seem like a lot of fun being able to go on a single lens shoot. And initially my needs were just something a little bit wider than this, as it only goes to 18 millimeter, and also something that I could take some nice portraits with. And eventually I landed on these two, the 35mm f2 and the 14mm f28. My god, these are incredible lenses. If you're starting on the Fuji system, just buy these lenses along with a zoom. You'll have the perfect minimal kit. But if you need a little bit more explanation, let me go into depth about my decision making for both lenses. So for the 35mm, I mainly bought it for its compact size mixed with the fact that it is weather resistant. This meaning it is perfect for basically shooting on any day of the week, but it's also the perfect focal length if I want to go and do a single lens shoot. And I should mention, this is the only lens I bought new. The 18 to 55 and the 14mm were both second hand. I took some shots in my backyard when I first got it, and I just have to say that they look amazing. The images have so much character to them in the bokeh and all of that type of fancy stuff. I mean, I'm no scientific reviewer, but I mean, I don't know about you, but these photos to me just look amazing focal length wise. I'm not trying to boast about my own work, that'd be kind of weird, but I just love this lens. Now the 14mm on the other hand was a tougher choice. I originally bounced between the 9mm Laowa lens and the 14mm lens, and eventually found the 14mm lens second hand and just knew it was the lens for me. Not only because of the price, but also mainly because of the image. It has a way more cinematic feel to the photos, as you can see in these examples I took when I first got the lens. See, for me it feels flat and not over exaggerated, and that's rare these days, where majority of people taking photos seem to have their lenses glued at 16mm if they're on full frame. So to sum it up, I'm personally stoked with this lens and the image it gives me. It's like the perfect sort of run and gun documentary lens mixed with the 35 obviously. And if you have any questions about anything I've spoken about today, feel free to reach out to me on social media. I love to talk gear and I love to talk Fuji. And by all means, I'd love to see you in the next video, so be sure to subscribe so you can guarantee you'll see it. But hey, if you don't feel this channel is for you, or you didn't find this video useful, do not feel like you have to subscribe. I'll see you hopefully later.